Good afternoon. I'm going to keep this very short because we've a tight time. We've an hour and a half to get through all these incredible, difficult stories. And Ken here, who is one of the volunteers, will hold up a little, when you have a minute left to speak, because we want to hear, everybody's made the effort to come today. We want to hear all their stories. I probably have the most public story of care. I did a documentary about my dad trying to navigate the Fair Deal system, which is still Fair Deal for home care, still being piloted. It's still not there. And unfortunately, my mother now ended up in care about 6 months ago. And in Clontarf, we had no access to her. And she had delirium. And we had a terrible, terrible time with it. So, I mean, just to say, on behalf of everybody, you know, you don't say no to Magella, right? Magella is amazing. And just called me cold out of the blue. So I'm honoured to be part of this. I nearly crashed my car when I heard RTÉ News talking about this event today. So congratulations and a big round of applause for Magella Beauty, please. Well done. My care experience continues. My mum is at home now. We have navigated a care system for her. So I have a T-shirt now that says, "Mam's fine." Everybody just asks, "How's your mother? How's your mother?" It's very glamorous. She's doing great. So thanks very much. And I'm delighted to be here. So we'll get straight into it. The first off, we have a letter from a man called Jim. And Jim has written a personal experience of his time in nursing home care during the pandemic and not being able to see his family. And Jeanette Coyle is here to read on his behalf today. Please give Jeanette a round of applause.
Thanks, William. Hi, everybody. So I'm just going to start off the day sharing Jim's story. So Jim is a nursing home resident and shares that during COVID, he felt very isolated and abandoned. So here we should see a picture of Jim somewhere. Will pop up, yeah, smiling and happy before COVID. So he could not travel to be here today. So he very much wants his voice to be heard to prevent others from experiencing what he went through. So he wrote out the following piece, which I will read out to you. It touched us so much that we purposely left it as he wrote it rather than typing it out. So I'll just read it. So in Jim's words, "I missed my family so much during the pandemic. I went from having a visit every single day from one of my daughters and my wife most days to having no face-to-face visits at all. I am not good with the mobile phone and I also suffer with hearing problems. I lost touch with what was going on in everyone's lives. I felt very lonely but also lost. I got very down during this time. It seemed endless, never-ending. I never want there to be a time again where anyone in charge tells me that I cannot see my wife, especially my wife. Sorry now. Or my children and grandchildren. I felt like I did not own my own life, like I was not a person who had any value, like I counted for nothing. This was wrong. It should never have happened before and it should never happen again." So Jim's words are very impactful. The lines that especially saddened me were, "I felt like I did not own my own life, like I was not a person who had any value, like I counted for nothing." And so obviously there's a lot of nursing home residents are still feeling like that today.